made up of three components. One is the headers which come out from the engine and go down, or in layman's term, the bend pipes. Then below here, you have the catalytic converter, which is one of the major points wherein the noise is reduced. And then you have your actual exhaust, or the end can, as you may put it. So usually when people say they want to change the exhaust, most of the time it's the end can, and there are various brands. But then again, different brands have a different type of an exhaust note. Some are just amplifying the stock sound, some give a better bass, some give a better treble. So based on your likes and dislikes, you can always select a brand of exhaust that you prefer. At the same time, for people who really want to go full throttle, you can also change the complete headers. Here, normally when people do that, most of the time they eliminate out the catalytic converter. That's why in such situations the exhausts are really loud. Based on the cost, you can get different types of end cans. They can be aluminium, they can be stainless steel, they can be carbon fiber, or like the one I have here, which is a titanium one. Now there is a fourth component which I did not mention earlier, and that is because that is actually a part of your end can. It's called a baffle, which goes inside here, or a dB killer. And just as the name suggests, it is used to reduce the dB or the decibels of the exhaust note coming out. Well, this was loud because this, if you see, the hole is much bigger. That means it does not have an end can, or I have removed it off. One of the reasons I, on a personal note, suggest to change the exhaust is because, yes, obviously all of us love the sound, but more than that, the exhaust the brands that make the exhaust use a little better components and a little lesser ones too. So that means the exhausts are way lighter than the stock exhausts. At the same time, like for example, Arrow being a tie-up with Triumph, once the exhaust is put, there is also a remap, which on an average also leads to a minor, but yes, indeed a 2 to 3 to 4 bhp bump in the engine tuning. Now, while I worked with a couple of brands earlier, a lot of people ask me, bro, मेरे को boom boom sound मिलेगा क्या? Well, it depends upon the bike and the engine characteristic that you have. Not all bikes, after changing the exhaust, will give you a boom sound. Well, especially not a single or a twin. Unless you have a Benelli, which we all know how good a twin in a Benelli sounds. But besides the point, most of the time, an exhaust only amplifies what the actual engine characteristic is. For example, the triple here will amplify a triple sound, which has a smooth rev to it, at the same time a very fine but yet loud whining or whistling. And inline 4 is the regular boom or boom that you hear. A twin will have a smooth rumble, but that again depends upon whether it's a V, that's an L, or a parallel, or a boxer. And a single will always sound like a single no matter what exhaust you put. It'll just be louder or as annoying as somebody wants it to be. Now again, a small mistake made by a lot of people putting exhaust. Yes, putting exhaust is good. I have personally done it. But always remember this. Put an exhaust after you finish your run-in. Because the first 1,000 kilometers, the bike is getting used to you. It's like a newborn baby. It is getting used to the person it is living with. So you can't make that person or that baby start to run right away. Hence, the first run-in period, always do it on a stock exhaust. And then probably at your first service is where you can actually switch on to the aftermarket exhaust that you have actually bought. So, to know what exhaust is there for your bike, head on to our website. We have a couple of brands like Arrow, Acra, one of my favorites, which is the SC Project, and a Leo Wins. So head on there and check out what exhaust suits your vehicle. At the same time, hit the like and share if you like this video, and subscribe for more, because in the next coming videos, we will be getting in depth of what a dB or a decibel of an exhaust should be, what is permitted, what is not, and what are the working components of an exhaust. See you soon.